with y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, they scared. They scared.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's second down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Parker. There he goes, right side.
I'm only going to be able to carry it. So
Takes this one back into the end zone, Raiders. And the Raider defense delivers a score.
Josh Lambo lining up for the point after.
And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
It's soft, baby. That's baby soft. 40's the mic. 40's the mic.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at the yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Kamara. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, go Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go,
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike's 40, Mike's 40. You ain't got
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Here we go. Black 20. Got you. I got you. Tight end right. We got three, fellas. We got three. Let's go. Hey, 50. Mike 40, Mike 40.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. This one complete to Christian Kirk. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down.
Kirk.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move.
44-yard line.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being leads the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
They'll take over
first quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, defense, let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 59. All day.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Complete to Antonio
Brown. A big
Brown.
play that time for the Raiders.
A gain of 59
yards.
First down, Raiders.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Stop your whining.
Here's Mostert. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Raiders 7, Chiefs 0.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
This is Mostert. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Mostert.
It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
Here's Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. But down here near the goal line, you don't think of a cornerback in run coverage, but he made the stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle and run support, as we just saw there.
Don't get nervous.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they'll throw with Breeze. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Austin Siberian-Jenkins.
James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point.
After.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Chiefs nothing. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brought down at the 30-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
That's good for a Kansas City.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. The 20.
All you got to do is look and learn. Look and learn, baby.
Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the 1st half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to be able to force everything either.
2nd and 10. At the 25-yard
Haskins
line.
hit, and he lost the football. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll be out right at the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle. But they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
From the gun, it's Haskins. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Hey, let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
By the Raiders.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, kill. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Here we go. 51.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Breeze to throw.
Coming to you.
Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Check. Hey, Mike 51. Hey, watch the slant.
Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Nowhere, baby, nowhere. Let's go.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
51. It's our field.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert.
Breeze,
and he is
complete
in.
to
Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown,
Raheem
Raiders.
Mostert in the final seconds of the first half.
Josh
and the
Lambo
Raiders
lining up
add
for the
6 to
point
their
after.
lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside.
Josh Lambo
Who gets lost
set
sometimes?
to kick off.
The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh? Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Third quarter starts with a run for Mostert. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
On the tackle that time, it's Trey Waynes. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Opposite.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
A gain of
15 yards on the play, first down.
Las Vegas.
Yellow waiting. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
Crunch time, defense.
Now Mostert, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Mike 55.
Once again, it's Mostert. Down right around the 25.
Again, the ball carrier.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Mike 50.
Breeze going to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas first.
A gain of 12.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sense that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Mostert. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got you, punk.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. Check.
They'll run with a fullback. Juszczyk. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Right back to Juszczyk again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk. His first touchdown on the year. And the silver and black continue to roll. Now, the PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Josh Lambo is set to kick off.
And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Camara, the ball carrier. Jason Pierre-Paul on the stop. It's a pickup of 3.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC.
Hey, here I come.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The tackle made at
a gain of 3
yard
last
line.
play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 46-yard line.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by
no gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Let's rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. And it is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Ready. 95, 56. Hey, watch the lane. Check. Check. Hey, kill. Check. Kill. Here we go.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
We got 4. Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Breeze now to throw.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Hey, check Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Breeze going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. I'm here all day. Mike 55. Mike 55. Mike 55. It's coming this way.
Now Breeze on third down. And that is incomplete. He had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. A throw over the middle, taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
What a game it's been for this offense and 41-year-old Drew Brees. Hey, if they get points here, they can finally surpass his age on the scoreboard. Sorry, Drew.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here I come. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55.
Brees going to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Las Vegas.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Makes the score.
Point after by Lambeau,
45.
up and good.
Chiefs
and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Josh Lambeau set to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Las Vegas.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the rein.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he gets in.
The conversion is
well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Ready. Yellow lady. 51. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 51's Mike. Mike's 51.
Breeze is looking to throw.
Let's go, defense.
He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker.
Breeze
Good
pass.
gain of 9 on first down.
Complete to Austin Siberian Jenkins.
51.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
To throw again on second down.
48-yard
Breeze. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense to have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Las Vegas, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Hit the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. Audemars on my wrist, no stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do it. They like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense, don't really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, I take your finger, lick a chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my stocks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike. I done made about $1 million.